What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, especially if it's your teeth scattered all over the floor. Let's have a look at someone that showed the patience of a saint, but the wrath of Satan when pushed, in this week's Reality Check.
If I can hit her at this point, right? I can hit her at this point, right? I can hit her at this point, right? Yep. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Scared? No! With me!
Right away, we see this person going to another one. Alcohol, clearly a factor here. Anytime you put alcohol into the equation, whatever rational process is normally going on in that person's head, if any, is instantly diminished. And right away, we see someone here ain't thinking too straight. Now, by the same token, they ain't much of a threat either. She's coming forward, drunkenly staggering, and the woman rather sensibly aims for the stiff-armed approach. She keeps her away from her, and if you notice, she's keeping her head out of reach. Why? Because she's going for that hair. What's interesting here is she knows damn well what she can and can't do here.
I can hit her at this point, right? I can hit her at this point, right?
Knowing what you can do, and to be fair, she's absolutely entitled to hit someone that's invading her space and threatening her, but not doing it is the sign of someone that's probably well balanced and probably in control of her emotions. As is always the case in these situations, they push it one step too far.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it.
She pushes her backward and tells her, don't do it. Have you ever tried to tell a drunk not to do something? They don't listen. They can't listen. They're so singular-minded and so focused on what they're going to do, you're not really going to get through to them. And sure enough, she decides she's going to attack instead. She unleashes a battle cry that would rival Leroy Jenkins and launches an offense which wouldn't look out of place scything corn in a field.
With me!
And good night. She pulled on the one-armed bandit and she crapped out. What happens is incredible when you see someone that's so much in control, so calm, and then they hit their threshold. Even the punches that the woman's putting in towards her are not really a threat to her. But it's still an attack. It's still imminent. It's still going on. So bang, she hits a single shot and she goes down hard. It's probably the fact that she's drunk that saved her from landing worse than she did. She didn't so much get knocked out as folded in half. What's significant when we look at these type of situations is, again, does she need to hit her? Probably not. But again, I'm not blaming her for that. What can we take from this as our lessons? Other than A, don't drink so you can't think, and B, don't swing on people that are clearly better fighters than you. Well, in essence, we learn that drunk people don't think straight. They don't think right. And when you try to reason with them, your actions have to be those that can penetrate that fog and that mist of alcohol. There's nothing worse than trying to reason with a drunk. You can't. They have an idea in their head and it's staying there. It's only when they're sober the next day you can point out how wrong and how stupid they were. In this instance, you're not going to have that luxury. So the punch is probably one of the ways you can penetrate that fog. Certainly it convinced her that a short nap might be in her best interests rather than continuing to press the offensive. Again though, we're running massive risks when we do this thing. Attacking or not, drunk or not, a single stroke to the jaw in that way performs a concussive impact. And when we do that sort of thing, we always run the risk of those fatal consequences that come at the end. I'm not saying she's right, I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm saying that was a sweet punch. I'm just questioning whether there were better ways she could have dealt with this rather than sending her on a short snooze. But you know what? She rolled the dice. Thanks as always for joining us this week, guys. And a big announcement coming up soon. Launching soon, we have Reality Check, the video training course. These are the insights that I will offer you. The training courses, the modules, and all the pieces that were put together to enable me to be in a situation where I can offer my insights and my opinions. Many people have asked if they can train with me, and it's not possible if we go all the way around the world as frequently as I'd like. It is, however, possible for me to be right on your laptops or on your DVDs, seeing and showing you what I think will be beneficial for you in your life, your martial arts career, and helping you live a healthy, happy existence. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you next time.
What's up, guys? We are filming our next digital seminar with Jay Cooper. It's called Reality Check. Jay, tell us a little bit about what your Reality Check is.
A lot of you have asked me about training and where you can learn more about how we stay in the moment, we keep that ego in check, and we make sure that we take a pause so our responses are the correct ones. That's what this course is going to deliver to you. It's not going to teach you how to punch and kick. It's not going to teach you a martial art. Hell, it's not even going to give you scenarios. What it's going to enable you to do is realize who you are, who the enemy is, and make those responses and reactions the correct ones at the time so you don't end up suffering afterwards. There's no point in winning the battle and losing the war, and that's the central thing.
And we are loving this because we've been putting out these videos on Facebook, and let's just say that Facebook, YouTube don't necessarily like the content. It's a bit too graphic. So we are looking forward to bringing you a high quality course with that too hot for TV information.